Yesterday, gold trades, we take profit, and the Dow Jones, we hit take profit nicely. So today I just finished. I was in the woods all day cutting trees and talk with the trees and stuff. But the one thing, the one mindset when I was in the woods, what I was using is very similar how you can look actually price action. So go in your imagination now. If you're going in the woods, with the chainsaw alone, with the tractor and chains and stuff, and you start cutting down trees, there is a one way what is logic and discipline, and there is a other side what is don't care and just using your power. But if you're going inside the logic and the simplicity, because if you're there, you're actually look things with the angles, you measure, you calculate all those imaginations in your mind, it's happening there. But because you use logic, simple logic, to build up your emotions, to build up your energy, to build up something what you're gonna do now next. But because if you're doing that, you actually understand. For example, if you build up emotion to do something, you you kind of see that in your imagination. You see it. You're building, building, building. So if you are there, you see something like that. You're building up your emotion. And then you have a very simple logic breathe moment. Because you're not a machine, you are taking your time, and then because you're in the flow and you know your structure, what you did last, you are immediately back in the same place where you stop it and you continue. And then again you have very similar thing, because you're in flow, you're straight back, and that's how you move in the woods. It's a healthy, you can see it's going straight up, it's a healthy, and it's a smooth. But because you're building those structures, you understand those building blocks. That's how you see your imagination. You're building up your emotions. So those are the blocks you're building up, and then you have this one, and then that's the mirror side. Here is the mirror side, here is the new one, and here you can see this is touching this one, and then you go in the new one. And that's how you're building up your emotions, through the discipline. And you see it, actually you really see it, and you see these blocks there. More discipline, more healthy your mind is, and your energies, more you see, more clear you see those structures in your mind. And that's what I was feeling today a lot, and I was thinking to talk about it, because this is exactly what is happening here. Like the reason why I was taking this trade, what I was talking about yesterday video, it was exactly about this structure. Because you can see the whole price here is inside. It's like one block here. You can see this one, it's like one block here. And the thing is, if you're here in the flow, you're disciplined, everything is logic and simple, you are moving higher. And then this is solid foundational block. Think as like concrete block, it's solid. So the second one, it's solid, and you know it because it's your own emotion. And the same thing here, what was happening yesterday. I was feeling this block here is very solid because the structure, how we break out. We use two very important natural principles and patterns, and we respect those both. And price action moves higher. And you can see here, that's the W pattern. It's a bullish and it's respecting the buy principle. Then you have equal highs, what is respected by the Fibonacci natural energy principle. So whole this area here is very solid, and now I know this block is very solid, it's a fundamental. And here we can see that's another one here. Here you can see that's another one here. And hold this, that's a one block. So here you have another one. Here you have another one. So this one is going back here and touching end of that. And here you can see, here you have another one. And here you have another one. This one is going back here. Same here and here. So you can see those blocks. But this is, it's guiding you. It's not like you're now master of the trader. It's just one very good angle to actually see it, because it is emotional language. If you zoom out, I can, for example, if you zoom out, I can say, for example, this can be emotional. Uh, how I can say it? Emotional rate of your. No, that's the chart of your emotional rate when you're bicycling. I bet it looks very very similar. But now, if you know your emotions, if you know yourself, actually, it's a very good jump. It's a very good angle to just add bit more value on looking trading. it's a logic, just a very simple logic, and it's you are the trader. So more better you know yourself, then the action of speaking. It's just there. But now imagine if you're going back all the way when I start saying one thing is this side, but other thing was when you don't care. And but the thing is, if you don't care, for example, like basically even the logic behind that, if you don't care, that's mean you don't care about yourself. And that's the first thing, and that's the heavy thing, because if you don't care about yourself, it's a very heavy road to become a trader, like a consistent trader. Yeah, consistent trader. I think we all been in that side. That's why we know. But the thing is, if you are there, it's the first levels in that mindset is learning your mistakes. And the best way is to write it down. Just write it down what you did, and because if you bring that idea in life, for example, you made a mistake, just write it down in your notebook, so you bring it out. And now you see it. You are now external observer. You see the problem what you did, so you have just 180 that just as soon as when you did that, you see the care side and kindness and all those things. but it's definitely a nice self journey, necessary. And gold, you can use this very simple thing everywhere. Oof, like this re-entry today, absolutely amazing. And here we can see, for example, let's start for let's start from the beginning. You can see the structure here. And you can see this structure is all this one. Now you can see the break structure going back this range, and then here you have new one. This one is back this range. This one is back this range. Here in the top you have new one. This one is back in this range and tippy dosing this one. It's back this one, and now above you have a new one. All those are back in the range. Now above you have a new one here. This one is tippy doing this one. All those back in the range. Here you have new one. Let's do the last one, like super. Let's zoom in, and you can do the same thing here. Like for example, this one, today re-enter. You can see the structure here. You can see the structure here. So this one is tippy doing this one. So here you have the new one. Same thing going back the range. Here you have new one. And you have new one, and then you have the new one. Yeah, this is the new one. You can see how it's building up. You have, and then you have those natural breathing moments. You know, it's a very, like, to be honest, it's a very similar what I just did in the Dow Jones. This one here, you have those natural breathing moments, but those blocks are going tick 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 nicely higher. It's a very good guide way. I still use it. I still use it in here, looking trading, and when I'm living this world here, you know, it's carrying that mindset or way to look something every day with me. And you can see nice healthy structure higher and some breathing moments. So they are Fibonacci's, pullbacks, you know, all those little details, spices there. But today the re-enter is so beautiful. Yeah, I love this one. You can see how, so we have a break structure. Like, the thing is, that's the way right now. If you look in this structure, you can see, so we break the high and we have retest, but now you have to, just if you look in this picture, you still have to have, you know, one level more of that picture, because right now we're using the structure too, you know, we're using the very important place on the structure. So right now you can say this structural point is the line of this one down here. So so they are very similar things, but just this box here is massive. It's like 4-hour box, let's say that. So that's why you can see how the price is bouncing here. The price is creating a W pattern exactly under that area. So as soon as when the price is going outside that area, we creating a W pattern. But outside that area is pushing higher because we're going outside the line or the box. And you can see here how now price is going higher, making the new structure retest. But now we are back in the big box and retesting the floor of it. It's so beautiful. But same time when we retest the floor, same time we respect the W pattern. So outside the box is pushing higher. Soon as when we peek the outside, lifting the veil, peeking, seeing that, we're creating a bullish pattern. We're like, nope, we're going back. Then we're making a breaking structure and retest the structure and retesting the same time W pattern. And then what's happened after retest, breaking structure, new structure, and again, and it's gone. And those boxes, you can see those ones here, the breaking moments. So if you bring this one now here, you can see the breaking moments. And that's how you, and that's what is in your imagination too, exactly the same moments. So this one you bring it here, and here you can see the breaking moment, the breaking moment. And here you bring this one, you can see the breaking moment. Here you can see the breaking moment, and now breaking moment, and then you bring this one here, and then you can see this one is a pure manipulation here. So it's definitely it is definitely the structure before here. Where was the bottom of the structure? Yeah, well, like it's right here already, and that's the bottom of the. So okay, this one is, yep, it is. So we above, retest, manipulation kick in, and smashing down. But that's just not. That's the manipulation here, and the pattern is start forming things. So we have close here, now we have close under, and that's a comment. The most pattern what is happening a lot. I just trade this pattern in oil, and that's your entry here. I just trade that pattern in oil here. The sell what I was taking up here. Oh, nice. This one. It is the same pattern. And then it's going down. That's your entry here. But that's something. So if you're going to the woods, try it. Well, I don't know even how to try it. It's just, that's how I say it. The thing, because you are the trader, you have to bring you, like, it's your mind. If you see the chart, you have to just let all things go, and and then you look the things what is happening. This one is bright here, this one is bright here. Bring those, you know you know together, or 1 + 1 = 3, this kind of stuff. Just bring those there, and kind of see what's happened. Almost, it's just you learn it on the process, and you just looking new things in new different angles, and you're looking above it, you're looking below it, you look the equilibrium, you look the 0 point, you weigh it, and then it's you put some love gear into the kindness, and then maybe we can even share it. That's the goal. That's the one. And when you can share it, that's the one. And yeah, you just kind of do it again and learn more, and but it is amazing. Anyway, I'm gonna go, and I'm doing some work tomorrow too. And then right now, what we can have, so this is pretty amazing work to go higher. So definitely we have a breathing moment. We can see actually when the previous structure, we have those breathing moments in here. We have 3 already here, so we can have like this breathing moment to touch this zone. And then tomorrow definitely we're gonna have some nice movements, because this is pretty crazy. It's Friday long, Monday long, Tuesday long, today long. So maybe there can be some breathing moments tomorrow, but that's why we have to be patient, because the opportunities and possibilities in that moment are endless. That's why we're gonna look some rejections, some patterns, some candlesticks, and then all those things are adding up, and then the flow is showing to you already what's going next. The journey flow is bringing you in the journey, and then you see it. Like, for example, today, in the morning when I woke up, I opened the computer, and and I close it in the same time. And just right now, I opened again. So I'm gonna do tomorrow morning same thing. When there is nothing, when there is when I don't see anything, I close it, and then that's it, and then it's end of the Friday. But when I see something, maybe some possibilities in that moment, because when I open the thing in the morning, the only information what I have is the information what I have in the morning. If that information you know, can lead up something, then there is a possibility. But again, we see that in the morning. But definitely, I'm gonna make a video tomorrow after the woods. Then we can talk about woods again, because there is so much more to talk. Because imagine, it's very sad if you go in the forest and you're cutting trees down. The energy chains, and the relationships, and then the love, care, and you connect with the trees. You put those ingredients in, and then it's the share, and that's so beautiful. But it's still very sad to cut trees. But that's the thing. It is share, and the universe allows you to keep your house warm, the family warm through the winter. But it's so awesome to be there and speak and share, and you know it's just it's it's all energy. It's just all energy, all connected. It's just you just need eyes and ears, and then flow. Anyway, super tired. I'm gonna go sleep. It's gonna be early morning. But thank you, and I'm gonna see you tomorrow video. Ciao.